this is where a coyote or a bobcat. Just moving the Cornish cross out here, and I thought I'd show you guys something. If you look this way, you can see that an animal was trying to get my birds last night. There's our coyote tracks, and you can see the dig marks and the pile of dirt here and there. There is some inside where they were at the back end of the tractor trying to get in under it too. That's why it's so important that you make sure that when you place your tractor down, that it's down enough that a critter like that cannot get in. And you can see that there's some spots where a smaller critter like a marten could have got in here, and they can do a lot of damage too. But not, I mean, they could take out my whole flock. So a lot of people will put wire down in the bottom. I haven't had a problem like that. Don't, knock on wood, don't need a problem like that. Probably because we have too many of these guys around, and they like to get in here every year. That's why we have a steel cage and a good sturdy light one. So yeah, wonderful when you wake up to that. Now back to work. Oh boy. So we have trimmed some tomatoes off of, I'm going to take these leaves off that have curled like that and gotten dark. We'll just take those ones off. But we are rooting some more tomatoes. So as soon as these are rooted really well, and I've got a couple in here that I've done really well, like this one here. There we go. And that is ready to go on the ground. So I'm going to put some more water in these. I've got a couple more in here. And then this is some honeysuckle. And then in the bottom there is some, looks like it's starting to root, is some elderberry. So these are both wild plants, but I want more of them, and I want to put the elderberry like closer to the pond and just in certain areas because it's a beautiful flower, and we can also grow from it and get medicine from it. So elderberry is a good cold medicine. I already, and these are from tomatoes I started from seed, and so isn't that awesome? How you can just take the side shoots off, or the suckers. Now a sucker is something that grows in between two main branches, and it comes off. Well, I let my tomatoes grow too long before I did this. I mean, usually my suckers are a lot smaller than that, but I had trimmed down my tomatoes really late, let my suckers get really big, not on purpose, but I'm glad I did, because look how big my suckers are, and those can turn into bigger tomatoes quicker. And we have a longer growing season here for tomatoes, so I can pop these in the ground in this week, and we will have plenty of time for those to grow up and become healthy big plants. So now I have probably twice as many tomato plants, almost twice as many tomato plants as I did before. They are getting big now. And put the camera down. Those guys are all fed. I'm going to keep their water in there because I'm going to have to give them water later on today before I go to church tonight. It's Wednesday. Yeah, they're enjoying their food. So they are getting nice and big. This is where I add at least 3 or 4 pounds more of food their last 4 weeks. I add about a pound every day or every week. So first, their last 4 weeks, they start off with 6 pounds of food, and then this is 29 birds. I had 30. And I will increase it every week by a pound or 2. I watch their craws, make sure that their craws get nice and full. I only feed them once a day in the morning, and that's it. And they have a full thing of water, and they are happy. This is where a coyote or a bobcat tried to get into the coop the other day. We haven't seen them back, so that's good. Lovely little layers. Save some out for the babies of their food. So basically I just make a line in the back because there's so many of them. Their trough is too small and they fight too much, so this is what we'll do. Them a little bit. Look at our ducks. Aren't they cute? So I could eat them at this stage, or we can breed them, which we're going to breed them. So as long as we have a female and a male, we'll notice that when they're at the age of where they can be sexed. So we have our other babies here. We have a baby in the house. Oh, there's our cup. Here's our little house baby. And we have our chicken and our turkey up here laying on eggs. How did you get all these eggs back here, huh? So I had to buy eggs because I don't enjoy hatching eggs or opening up an egg and have it turn into, well, let's just say a baby inside that's not fully developed. So it's not fun when you do that. So I've been buying eggs during this process. Hopefully they'll be done soon. Mother's Day is when they started this, so kind of apropos, and these guys have not gotten up, so I'm going to give them some food. I put it over by the turkey, and she will eat it. She'll go for it. So then these guys need some food. These are the chicks we hatched ourselves, so we'll see what happens with them. Hopefully I can come back later and get some eggs that are laid on the ground. Because we've been getting like maybe about 4 or 5 eggs a day that are good for eating. Okay. All right, guys, 3.5 weeks, and her belly is really starting to drop. Yeah, my girl. Look at you. Look at that belly. Look at that belly. Yeah. Okay, let's test your fence. Hey, she's got plenty of water. she's looking fantastic. She's got a nice wallow in there. And that's good because it's going to be hot, and hopefully that water stays in there as long as possible. You don't want her overheating in the heat. Don't want her overheating in the heat. Don't want our poor girl to overheat while she's pregnant is what I was trying to say. When I was pregnant, I remember when it was hot outside, it was no fun. So I don't want that for her either. So she's looking good, staying nice and muddy and cooled off. You can tell that she's been laying in that wallow a little bit, which is fine. It's only gotten up to 80 in the day, so it's not that hot right now. And I'm praying that in the next 3 weeks it's supposed to get kind of warm. So we were trying to get her impregnated earlier so we'd have babies earlier, but it was our first go around. There was a lot to learn, and so that our artificial insemination went really well. I'll leave a link to that video, guys, if you're interested. It was a lot easier. It helps that I have a little bit of a medical background, but it was, I think anybody pretty much could do it if they watched some videos and did it. The sperm was not cheap, but keeping a boar isn't cheap either. So we decided to go with just getting some sperm, and we chose, she's Berkshire Hereford cross, and we chose Hereford to breed her with because we heard that they were a little more mild-mannered. And we're probably going to keep one of those females and add her to our program, and so she won't be living alone anymore. So that's one of our things that we're really working for. We don't want a pig to live alone, and it's just not great. She seems to be thriving and doing well. I do spend some time with her, giving her some lovin's, but she seems to be doing pretty darn well. So we do want to keep one for her, and we've already got somebody that wants to buy, 2 people that want to buy pigs, not piglets, but the whole processed system. So we'll get on that, and we're looking forward to seeing when these babies are here in 3.5 weeks. So God bless you. We'll see you next time here on Hedgehog's Homestead. I better get out before it starts raining.